All right, this first piece that the Wind Ensemble is performing this evening is called Christmas on the Town Square. And the idea behind this piece, it was written by a composer from the New England area. And throughout the years, during his time in this small town, their Christmas parade generally consisted of gathering on the town square. And he writes in his program notes that he got the idea for this piece by after some years of all the bands that went through. There were high school marching bands that used to come for this parade, and he said if he stood at one point in the town square, he could hear many different Christmas carols simultaneously happening at the same time, which is kind of the idea. As this piece develops, you'll hear different carols kind of sprinkled throughout. So we hope you enjoy it. This is called Christmas on the Town Square. This next piece is it's not a Christmas tune, but like Mr. Ewing said, we had the privilege of, back in late October, getting to work with the great Frank Kelly, who Mr. Ewing already alluded to, is just a giant in the band world. He's been composing and guest conducting for literally decades, and when I first heard that we were going to have the opportunity to host him, it was almost like a dream come true, because I performed many of his pieces when I was in high school, and just to get to share some of his musical knowledge with our students was just a fantastic moment. So he was in town to perform and conduct with the Springboro Wind Symphony that weekend, so it was just a privilege to get to have him, even for just a couple periods, and get to see his, or witness his wealth of knowledge. So I want to thank the Springboro Band Boosters, because they were the ones that were just instrumental, no pun intended, in allowing us to get to host Mr. Kelly for just a couple class periods, and get to really get inside his head, so to speak, as to where his musical ideas came from, and we got to swap some stories along the way, and really just gained a lot of knowledge in just a short amount of time. So this next piece is Amazing Grace. It's Frank Kelly's arrangement of it, which he shared the story when he was here at Springboro High School. A dear friend of his had a family member pass away whose favorite hymn was Amazing Grace, and asked Frank to, back in the 90s, to compose an arrangement that was fitting for this individual. So just a very, very beautiful and poignant piece of literature that we hope you enjoy. This is Frank Kelly's arrangement of Amazing Grace. Okay, before we conclude our concert this evening, once again, I want to thank you for being here. I know just how busy December is. There's something literally every night. So we appreciate your presence here and all your support for these young people and what they do every day. So I want to thank, once again, I want to thank our administration. They have been so supportive in what we do, and it's nice to see them just pop in every now and again. And I know we've got some music appreciators there in the principal and the assistant principal's office, so we appreciate their support. Kelly Schmidt, our booster president, our entire booster team who just works endlessly for this program. We had a booster meeting last night even just to make sure that everything was good to go before we head out for winter break. So I'm very grateful for everything that the boosters have provided. I'm especially grateful for Mr. Ewing and Mr. Runge, who are just a fantastic team to work with. And you may have noticed we had another staff member in the back there joining us on French horn, Dr. Harver. Dr. Harver, thank you so much for playing with us. Dr. Harver, for those that don't know, worked with the marching band year after year. He, in addition to being an exceptional French horn player, took time out of his day. He's an emergency room doctor and joined us to play on Amazing Grace. So it's fantastic to have him along for the ride this evening. I wanted, real quick before we conclude, I want to thank those individuals, those students that went out on a limb these last couple of weeks and have represented Springboro in various honor bands. We had several students that represent Springboro this past weekend in the Ohio University Honor Band. We also had a multitude of students that auditioned for the OMEA District 13 Honor Band and were accepted. They'll be performing and representing our school in mid-January. So if you are a member of the concert band or wind ensemble and you have participated in either the Ohio University Honor Band or you've been accepted to the OMEA District 13 Honor Band, can you please stand real quick to be recognized? I always enjoy when it's tremendously nerve-wracking for students to either submit an audition or to go into a live venue and perform for an adjudicator. So the fact that they took the initiative to do that just speaks volumes about these musicians. And we've got several more honor bands and students that are participating in various youth orchestras coming up soon too. And we'll be recognizing those individuals as well. So we're going to conclude our final piece before we depart. This is one that we hope puts you in just a warm holiday festive mood. And hopefully by now you've seen it. It's already popped up in our house multiple times on network TV and streaming. So we hope you enjoy it. This is a medley of your favorite tunes called A Charlie Brown Christmas.